chime up for a second?
That's what we want right here.
Barbershop, we challenge them.
That's what we want.
One of the things I think is that good men, they don't stand out. Right? You wake up in the morning, kiss your wife, dress, and you go to work. And after work is over, you go home. So there's no blame. You might see a nice car, you might see a nice house, but there's no blame. So if you two brothers walk right by me, you wouldn't know the education I have, the house I have, that I have 3 sons, 2 in college, one that's HGT. You would know I make over 6 figures, that the project that I'm working on is a $225 million project. You wouldn't know that because good men take care of their business in a way that you don't blame. You just take care of business. And it's one of the things I like about brother to brother is maybe one of the things that helps you to do is to recognize a good man. That you don't have to look for the big Cadillac, you don't have to look for all those things that you would look for in the media, but you would say, man, who's coming here every day with their son? And who's sometimes bringing another guy so that maybe he's learning from him. But maybe you can look up and say, wow, this is what a good man is. It's not this, but it's somebody who's performing and doing what he's supposed to do by his family every day. He gets up, he makes mistakes, and he tries to correct those mistakes and still be a good man every day.
I'd definitely like to add in on that, because what we have just identified here is the gap. This clearly is the gap from this generation, and basically what the gap is a lack of communication. And it's a lack of communication on both halves, and so there's a generational gap where one generation really sometimes even seems, as the younger generation even seems to be almost a little slightly either intimidated and we're scared to pass down that information.
Right.
Because if you don't know how to research information, it will always be void of you. But if you know that, if I now know that you have and possess this information, it's up to us as elders, which is why we have the organization, which is why we have this nonprofit benefit that we're doing for Boys Empowerment Workshop. It's so that men like you, who have that level of success, then can come out actually into the community, and you can talk about these things because it is hidden. But it is up to those of us that are consider ourselves elders and educated people to come to the young generation because they have not the knowledge. If they don't know the stove is hot, they're going to continue to put their hand on hot stoves until somebody, as an adult, as an elder, says so. So this is an opportunity for not only men of your stature and your position to come and meet younger brothers like this, and so we can begin to bridge the gap. But we cannot blame the next generation if they've never seen an example outside of the media. So that's why I brought up the question is, what images of the media in society do you see? Because we don't see young brothers coming from our communities going to stand up to say, look, I'm going to be accounted for. I'm here, and I'm going to be accounted for. And until we make that stand, our younger generation is going to be void of that information that sits 15 feet across from them. If you're there, littered with information that would change this young brother's life, I believe you are obligated to each one teach one that information to him. And if we don't, then the crime is on us. We can no longer fault them. The crime is on us.